groupies? Today on the Backwoods Mechanic channel, we are finally reviewing a tool that was purchased just a few months back during the Wal-Mart tool purge. They purged all the name brands throughout the whole store to make way for their brand new Hart line and of course their Hyper Tough brand. So there was a lot of great tool deals to be had, and I jumped right on several different deals, such as this Black & Decker 20-volt lithium ion impact driver. This is model number BDC120C. It costs between $58 to $80 depending on the retailer. A link to the lowest possible price will be in the description box below, along with full specs and other content for those who are interested. I got this great deal on this tool right here, and as soon as I seen them deals going on, I made sure to upload a video here. So if you want to get deal alerts, tool reviews, see tools in action, and much more, make sure to follow over on Instagram and hit that subscribe button. This is not what's considered a professional tradesman tool like you'll get with DeWalt, Cobalt, Hitachi, Milwaukee, Makita, Bosch, and others, but it is a do-it-yourselfer tool. It's for home use, slight maintenance, or similar applications. If you do want to buy it and try it, then you at least get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like this particular tool, just return it to the store. You'll get a full refund. Make sure to keep your receipt. But if you decide to keep it, it also comes with a 2-year limited warranty. For that information, you can go to blackanddecker.com for further details. Now in this set, we'll pull it out here and I'll show you what you get. You get one impact driver, one 20-volt lithium-ion battery, and one basic charger for right around $60. Now this is a nice simple little impact that doesn't got all the bells and whistles unlike the pro models, but for general purpose use, it's everything that you could need to get started. There's no bulky charging station. If you want to grab yourself a charger, all you got to do is take this little cord right here, lock it into place, plug it into the wall, and get to charging. All you got to do is take it and slide it right on the top of the housing right there, and it's good to go. Does everything you need. It'll glow solid green whenever it's getting fully charged. It'll have the little green dashes right there. It'll blink back and forth when it's charging and it's almost fully charged. You got a lot of fast red dots whenever the battery's pretty well dead. And then you got the long dash, small dash, long dash. Got a hot or cold delay to it, and you might have an issue with the battery. So it's really a lot easier and more compact to travel with if needed. Plus, the storage is basically simplistic. Now, the battery itself here is a 20-volt lithium-ion 1.5 amp-hour battery. Plus, these particular batteries here do interchange with other tools in the Stanley Black & Decker lineup, which you don't get with some other name brands out here, such as the Harbor Freight line. They got a lot of different stuff with Harbor Freight, but a lot of their battery stations and everything doesn't interchange with the tool brands. Whereas Black & Decker, they've been around for a long time. It's nice, simple, to the point. All their batteries interchange with their other tools. They have drill drivers, saws, sanders, blowers, weed eaters, lights, and much more. You can check their lineup by going to StanleyBlackandDecker.com. Now, if you're someone who buys this tool because you find it at a good deal, you buy a drill because you find it at a good deal, and you do want to buy some more batteries individually, I would say check out their Smart Tech batteries, model number LBXR20BT. They're built better, they last longer. Go check them out also. Now this setup right here is made in China. They say it's built with a high performance transmission that delivers 1,375 inch-pounds of max torque. It has 0 to 3,000 RPMs and 0 to 3,900 impacts per minute. You can watch other videos out here on YouTube to verify the performance results of these tools. There's some really good videos, a lot of good information out here on the market. One video from Pro Tool Reviews verified that this particular impact driver has 1,200 inch-pounds of nut-busting torque, which is plenty for any do-it-yourselfer or general purpose use out here. It's variable speed. It's the trademark orange and black colors. It does come with a bit attached right here on top that sits on top of a magnetic base, so you'll always have the common size you need right there on hand. You can easily pull these little 1/4-inch bits right here, and they fit right inside this 1/4-inch quick release that comes with a locking collar. So all you got to do is pull this thing back, stick your bit inside, release it, and then it locks it in place. It's nice and secure, so it gives you a peace of mind during use. Whenever you're done using whatever bit it is that you're working with, all you got to do is release that locking collar. It pulls right out, and you can stick it right there on the magnetic base. Now the trigger on this, it is pretty nice and firm, but it could be a little bit more sleek and a little less jagged. It easily fits in the palm of your hand right here, where you could wrap your fingers around it, put your finger right here on the trigger. But if it was a little bit smoother right there, it would feel a little bit better in the hand. It does have the forward and reverse rocker switch right here, so it's really easy to switch directions back and forth, whether you're going forward or in reverse. However, the switch is slightly stiff, so if you're going to engage it, you have to push it pretty hard to get it to engage, which I guess that'll keep you from accidentally switching directions if you don't intend to. But they could have made that just a little bit easier to push because it's pretty stiff right there. Otherwise, this thing is very nice, compact, lightweight tool. It does have a smaller handle right here, nice and comfortable in your hand. And they try to design these between the men and women's hand size. That way it does kind of help the woman put their hands around this thing, be able to use it for home use. There's a lot of women out here who do a lot of stuff around the house, a lot of do-it-yourself repairs, and it's designed to kind of fit the best of both worlds. That way it fits in your hand nice and easy. It's a good, comfortable grip. And where this product is so lightweight, it'll reduce user fatigue. If you're sitting here impacting something, you're taking a screw and driving it into a piece of wood for a long period of time, you're using it back and forth, it will get pretty heavy in your hand, especially if you're a female. Men who do this for a living, they might not worry about it. They might not think twice about it, but when you're someone who uses these things on a steady basis, it does get a little bit heavy in your hand, so it's nice that they incorporate as much as they can to fit a wide range of people. Even kids. If you got kids, this is a great beginner tool. If you can find one of these for a really good deal, you're wanting to teach your kid how to fix stuff, how to take care of their own tools, be responsible for things, Black & Decker's a pretty decent little name brand for a right price to invest in. Altogether, this thing weighs only 2 pounds without the battery right here. This is just 2 pounds. You add this battery to it, it's 2.8 pounds. It is 6.7 inches long from left to right. It is 7.4 inches tall. And I would say that it's right around 2 inches wide up top here. Plus, there's also a really tiny little LED light right here, right above that trigger. As soon as you engage that trigger, you barely got to depress it and it will engage that LED light, which comes in handy if you're working inside of any kind of dark, confined space. Now, in comparison to this particular tool right here on the market, the main competition for tools like this is not going to be going head-to-head with DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee. This is a tool brand that is going to specifically compete against other store brands or other house brands, such as Works for $80, Skil, $80, Genesis, $70, Win, $55, Hyper Tough, $40, the Boyer Hyper Max from Harbor Freight, $60, the Slong brand, which you can check out there on the Maintenance Man channel. But on average, this Black & Decker tool right here is going to cost you right at $58. A lot of people like them, a lot of people hate them, but let me tell you something, Black & Decker does hold its own weight. It's a well-known name brand, top-selling tool for some stores. A lot of do-it-yourselfers like it. It's not nearly as noisy as other brands either. And that means a lot to people, depending on who's using these things. Now, my specific intentions for this tool, I will be using it around the house and on various different jobs to test it out, doing real-world repairs and maintenance on things. I might also do a little bit of everything else in between with this. Plus, if my kids want to learn how to fix something, this is something I'm going to hand them whenever I reach for my DeWalt. So if you're interested in seeing real-world results and my opinion on these, depending on what I put it up against, just follow over on Instagram or hit subscribe. That's what it comes down to when you're investing in a tool like this, folks. It depends on your job. Someone who's an automotive mechanic is going to use tools differently than someone who's a maintenance guy. A maintenance guy is going to use them differently than a professional carpenter. A carpenter is going to use them differently than a plumber. It all depends on your situation, what you put it through, the type of circumstances and conditions that you use the tool in is going to depend on how it holds up. And if you're someone who only plans on picking this tool up and using it around the house once every 3 to 6 months, maybe even once a year, then this might be one of the best options out there on the market. It might be really easy and convenient for you to go buy this thing, throw it in your toolbox and use it. It might be a one and done situation. Either way, I would suggest that you go out here and check out other tool reviews, other information on these products, and get the best bang for your buck. Buy the right product for the right job, depending on what it is that you're going to use it for. Now, I do want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. You can show your support by hitting that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know if you've used this impact driver, what you think about it, what do you like about it, what do you hate about it. Let other people know your experience. I don't want a bunch of comments of people who just don't like the name brand, so you're going to deter people from buying it. I want to see what people actually think who have used this tool, and in what condition, what circumstances did you use it in. Otherwise, like always, I want to encourage people to go out here and learn yourself a trade. America was built on tradesmen, and in order to be a tradesman, you're going to have to go grab yourself some tools, learn to do it yourself. Now, once you do that, you can start making repairs great again.